What's up? I did mention the other day about checking the rear calipers for their swing, and this one is not very happy. So what's happening with this one? Let's take it off its hanger, bring it back here. Now, it may not be easy to see, but when you look up in there, this pad on the piston side is thinner than the pad on the sliding side. Now they should wear exactly the same, and they always do wear exactly the same, except for when your caliper no longer, oh got an ant running up my neck. When your caliper is no longer free to slide on your sliding bracket. I think I made enough grunting noises there for you to understand that. So we'll just pull these pads out. And I suppose really, if you think about it, if I just hold them up like that, where the camera won't focus. Will it or won't it? Will it or won't it? Anyway, you can see this one is thinner than this one. And the reason for that is because the piston has been pushing away on the thin pad, trying to grip the disc. And the caliper has not been sliding this way to allow the other pad, the thicker one, to grip on the other side of the disc. So basically, we need a good clean-up. What's the state of that? What do you want? There's nothing out here. So yeah, as you can see, that lot is properly grotted up, look, so that needs a good cleaning with some solvent and stuff. And also you want to get up inside here with a cotton bud or something similar, and up inside there, and you want to clean them out. Another thing I'm going to have to tackle is what on earth has become of that rubber bellow. Because that's just like a piece of marzipan now. So, while I have a good... There's a mess. I've never seen that before, actually. That's quite a mess. So, and there's actually... There's loads of... Hang on. Right. I can't pull it around on the brake pipe, but basically up inside... Where are we? Up inside there, something's actually living in there, and that's not part of the service schedule. Now that just pulls out, but I don't want to pull that out because I don't have a spare one, so I'm just gonna dig all that lot out a minute while you lot go and put the kettle on. Okay, I annihilated my phone the other day and I got a Chinese screen in it now, so I have to punch the living daylights out of it to get the touchscreen to work. So, sorry about the jumpy video. I don't even know if that's focusing, to be honest. The screen's really bad. There's your anti-rattle plate from the top. That's pretty rough. Also, there's a pad anti-rattle plate right at the very front. It's where the pads sit. Let's get the right pad. See, the pads sit up against there, left and right, and as you can see, that's quite a high mileage anti-rattle thing. So oh, and while I'm at it, there's also some heavy corrosion on these pins. Because this bike is new to me, I've not been maintaining this bike, so we're going through it now to sort things out. Now I'm going to have a rummage in my spares bin just to see what I can find a minute. Oh, I can't pause the camera. Oh, how I chuckled while searching for this one here, because I came across this the other day and I thought, when am I going to use that? Well, right now. Well, anyway, while I was searching for that, I just happened to come across all the replacement bits I need for the caliper. That lot has been saved up for 6 years to go on that CR250 over there, look. But as you can see from that winner, I'm never going to get to a point of finishing that because it's just a money pit. I don't want to waste any money on it. Anyway, going back to this, so I've got a brand new rubber sliding boot there, look, which is this one. So that means that I can rather aggressively tear this one out. There it is. That's a 2012. That's not too bad condition, but we saw the small one at the other end is completely gone. I'm assuming this is the right one. As everything I buy is CRF parts. Right, lick it and then stick it. So that replaces that one. I've got a new pin as well, so I'll put a new pin in. There's quite a lot of play on that caliper because it's done a lot of work. Here's me a rubber for the other end. Now this has got a slot it's got to go into, but that slot is still full of rotted rubber, so I'm going to have to do a bit more poking in there. Right, top tip. This bolt had some uber Loctite on it, and it did not want to come out until I put it in a vise. And that was fun. Anyway, we'll put a little bit more in there, just to hold things in place. It says, I was forgetting to take the pin out of the packet. Right. Pop that in there. Pop that on there for a second. Okay, plug the hole with, that'll do, and an Allen key, a random Allen key. Right, there we go, professionally torqued back in. Okay, so let's just clean out the rubbery bits and we can sling all this lot back together. I've really got to whack that phone to get it to switch on. Right, we've cleaned that slot out now with an Allen key, because you got a lip then that rubber's got to sit in. It is sat in it. Now we got to grease it up, and I've lost my supply of grease. Where's my grease gone? Oh, I'm so organised. Well, I found my graphite grease over the other side of the laundry, which of course is where you always expect to find your graphite grease when you're doing stuff. Right, we'll load a bit of grease into there, but you don't want to pack it full because you'll stop the pins from sliding in and out if you do that. You just want to give them a bit of a splash up and then concentrate on just lubing the pin. There is a slot on the pin to allow the grease to pass by it, but once that's caked up with crud, all bets are off on that one. Right, so with your lubed up pins, you're going to make a right mess now, because you've got to get these back on to where they're supposed to be. And and then make sure everything's nice and not puckered up and that you're not covered in grease. Right, this one's not quite playing ball at the moment. There's a little lip on there which has gone inside itself, so I'm going to pull it out with a Allen key, hopefully. Oh, this is not working, is it? Let's try and save an hour off this video. Right, I just had to manually adjust them. Now, the other thing you want to be doing, really, is checking your piston's free and sliding it back into your bore. Now, it's not too bad doing this with the pads in, but as you can see, look, it should just go so free that there's no resistance at all. Yeah, you can do it with your fingers, really, if you got strong fingers. So you got your piston back in nicely. Now, these look pretty ugly, but what I'm going to do with those is I'm just going to clean the slots out with an axle blade, just a quick sot, and then I'll give them a quick light wipe on a bit of 180 paper on a piece of glass, just to knock the glaze off. There you go, nothing more than a few figure of eights on a piece of glass. And as I said, the piston pad is a lot thinner now, but as the calipers slide in, it'll all be working okay. It just means that I'll have to change them when this one gets really low, and that one will still look good. But they're only 10 pence a pair, so I could chuck some in now, really. But I'm just being a tightwad. So that one goes in there like that. That one goes in there like that. They hook up at the front. And if they don't hook up at the front, they're not going to hook up at the back. Now, that one is hooked up. And that one is hooked up. So we just want to drop the pin back in. Remove that blob of grease just there, look, that you've scruffily got onto there. Right, all I got to do now is wrestle with the wheel, put the wheel back in, tighten everything up, pump the pedal, and the job's done. And you can do that a lot quicker than it took to make this video. Onwards, ever onwards.